Another set of Health has as its guest Mr. Δρ Ι.Λιαπάκης, who is a plastic surgeon. He's a doctor in medicine at the faculty of University of Crete and Thrace, and he's going to talk to us. We're going to discuss about hair transplantation. Thank you for coming to our show. Mr. Ι.Λιαπάκης, which is your technique?
We use FUE, PRP-based robotic-assisted joint implanters hair transplantation, which actually is a new technique. We use a robotic probe. We take out the hair from the area of the head that is already shaved, the area of the back and the sides of the head. After that, we take one by one the hair shafts and then let's say the grafts of the hair, and we put them at the area that we have the problem. So the advantage of this technique is that we have no scars. Somebody, even a woman, can come about Wednesday in Crete or in Athens here and can go back in a 1 week period. We can arrange everything to him or to her, like his or her hotel, the transfers, the clinic in order to be operated, and after that going back with new hair.
When is the best season to perform the procedure?
The best season to perform this kind of new technique is whenever we have the time to do this procedure. Whenever we have 1 week to perform this FUE, follicular unit extraction hair transplantation, is the best period to do it. So we have patients from Israel, we have patients from Italy, we have patients even from Turkey coming in Crete and in Athens in order to be operated. Whenever we have 1 week period is the best time to go for this FUE hair transplantation.
And is this result permanent?
The result is permanent as soon as the hair that have been transplanted at the area that we have the problem, which usually is at the area at the front, have the memory of the donor area. So they will never, let's say, fall down, will have a result that it will be forever. So as the time goes by, about 5 to 6 months after the procedure, we have the final result, which is forever. We maybe need another one, let's say, session if we want to fulfill all the area of the head, because this kind of procedure is very dynamic. So it's very depending on the existing hair that we have already at the area of the problem. If we have no hair, we maybe need 2 times, 2 sessions in order to fulfill the whole area of the front, which is usually the bald area.
How many days do I have to be off my work, and how many days do I have to be in Greece?
Yeah, this is a very good question. I could say that if someone is coming from the States or from overseas, she can arrange to be here in Greece about 10 days. 10 days is good enough. And we can arrange for him, for her, let's say, a vacation program. We need about 4 days, 5 days the most, in order to be ready after the hair transplantation. And in 10 days period, you have a new head.
Does it hurt?
Usually, we perform this kind of procedure under topical anesthesia and oral sedation. So we usually give something intraorally to our patients in order to be dizzy, something in order not to remember actually what we did, and it's totally painless because the first, let's say, injection is a little bit painful, but it's like the dentist. So it's totally affordable.
How many times can somebody perform the procedure?
It's a very good question. Usually, we need 1 session, but sometimes whenever we have a big bald area, we maybe, as we told each other before, need about 2 sessions, but we can do it as much as we have here at the donor area. Usually, in our life, we can do about 3-4 times the most if we perform this kind of procedure, FUE, robotic-assisted, PRP-based, joint implanters, hair transplantation, as much as we want.
The cost remains the same?
The cost, if you compare it with the States, even with Turkey, even with United Kingdom, or elsewhere in Europe, I could say is like half the price. So it's not expensive and the results are amazing. So I think it's a bargain for somebody coming from overseas, from abroad, and having this kind of procedure here in Greece.
No, I mean that if we want to operate it twice,
Usually, if somebody
we have
comes,
to pay twice.
No. Of course, we always have a discount to our patients. If somebody wants to pay for 2 sessions, if it's completely bored, of course, we have a package in order to be, let's say, reduce the price about 50%. At the second session.
And when is the best age for somebody to be operated?
Usually, with this kind of procedure, we can be sure that we can operate the head of somebody on his 20. Before, let's say, 20 or even 10 years, we will not be able to be operate in patients who were, let's say, lower than their 30s because the problem was not stable. Now, with this kind of procedure, the FUE, robotic assisted jaw implanters, PRP-based procedure, we can operate even in 20 years old patients.
Thank you very much for this excellent conversation that we had. It was a very nice talk we had with Mr. Ι.Λιαπάκης, plastic surgeon, about hair transplantation. And we can find you at myplasticsurgery.gr, your site, and in your OPSIS Clinical Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery in Heraklion, Crete. And your number is 6932934051 and 2810252452. Okay?
Nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you.